Remember one point: if you are persistent, always you will get it, and if you are consistent, always you will keep it. How many of you understand the quotation or the message of this quotation? How many of you understand? Please raise your hand. I repeat what I say: if you are persistent, you will get it, okay? And if you are consistent, you will keep it. I have seen, just I want to explain this quotation, okay? I have seen a lot of students are there in your school. They might score 100 out of 100s in the examination in this year, suppose 2024. What happened? Or 2023? They scored well, 100 out of 100. Yes or no, ma'am? But what happened? The next year, they would not able to get 100 out of 100. Why? Why? Suppose in 2023, a student got 100 out of 100 in mathematics, suppose. In 2024, this student got, suppose, 70 or 60 out of 100. What are the reasons behind it? Why this student could not able to get 100 out of 100 in the examination in 2024? What are the reasons? And why this guy got 100 out of 100 in 2023? Only one reason. In 2023, this guy was persistent. What? But not consistent. And because of lack of consistency, because of shortage of consistency, this guy or this man, this fellow could not get 100 out of 100 in the examination. Do you understand as of now? That means if you are persistent, you may score good marks in the examination. But if you are not consistent, that means you will fail in your upcoming life. Because of this reason, I have seen a lot of students, they scored well in the examination, but their later life, they struggling. Yes or no? Why? Because they are not consistent. They are not consistent. Let me give you one great example. Because of this consistency, an uneducated man became a scholar. His name is, do you know what is his name? Kalidas. Once upon a time, Kalidas was what? Uneducated person. What? Illiterate person. He did not understand even the Sanskrit language. He did not have any idea about the Sanskrit language. But fact is that he became a scholar of Sanskrit language. Now the question is that, now I want to ask this question to you, all of you. How was it possible for him to become a scholar? Could you tell me something? Basically what happened, when Kalidas was doing some work, one day what happened, everybody mocked on him. Everybody laughed on him. Why? Because he was uneducated and he could not able to speak Sanskrit language properly. And because of this reason, each and every people were laughing on him, mocking on him. And this guy decided that day, one day I will be the scholar of this Sanskrit language. And he became a scholar because of only consistent learning. Yes or no? So this consistency has a power. Today suppose you are a good student, you are a brilliant student, you are an outstanding, incredible student in your school. But whenever you come out of your school career, then you see a vast world in front of you. At that time you feel that you are so little. Yes or no? So how can you plunge yourself into this new world? Only you should remember one word today. If you want to learn something from my side, only one word is what, sir? Consistency. What? Consistency. You have to be consistent. What? You have to be consistent. And unless and until you become a consistent person, you never ever become a successful one in your field. Suppose you want to become a doctor, you want to become an engineer, you want to become a teacher, whatever you want to become in your life, unless and until you become a what? Unless and until you become consistent person, you cannot fulfill your dream as well. Virat Kohli, 14 to 15 hours every day he practiced. How many hours? 14 to 15 hours he has been practicing for a long time, not today. Yes or no? From his childhood to as of now, he has been practicing 14 to 15 hours. Now the question you have to ask yourself, how many hours do you study? Now it is you can say very easily, no, Virat Kohli today he cannot play for India. Yes or no? Today he is not playing good. It is easy to say, but whenever you go to field, then you can understand about the people, about the arena or the view. But he became a champion. Yes or no? Already became a champion. From his childhood to as of now, he gave 14 to 15 hours per day. Now you have to ask question to yourself, how many hours do you study? So Kalidas became a champion only for consistency. Virat Kohli also became a champion only for this word consistency. They are not persistent, they are consistent. So did you understand the difference between persistence and consistent? Yes or no? If you are persistent, maybe you will get success, but you cannot hold this success for long enough. And if you want to hold this success for a long time, so you have to be consistent. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now one point I also want to add here is that, have you got the name Thomas Alva Edison? Have you heard the name Thomas Alva Edison? He was a scientist, yes or no? What he invented? He invented the light bulb. Do you know 9,999 times Thomas Alva Edison failed to invent the bulb? How many times, sir? 9,000, ma'am, how many times? 9,999 times he failed to invent the bulb. Yes or no? He was not persistent, he was consistent. Consistently he was pushing himself hard to make the bulb. Yes or no? After failing 9,999 times, he invented the bulb. Today we are sitting under the shade of the light of bulb. Yes or no? Or yes or no?
Yes.
So think like this. Because Thomas Alva Edison was consistent and he became successful and everyone knows his name. Yes or no? So my friend, I want to say one thing. If you want to be successful or if you want to do something else in your career, you have to be consistent. That is the reason previously I mentioned the quotation that if you are persistent, you will get it, but if you are consistent, you will keep it for a long time, life forever. That is my ambition, that is my purpose, to tell you to become a successful person. Okay? And how can you become a successful person? By understanding this kind of concept. Okay? Thank you. So did you understand, all of you? Are you yes or no?
Yes,
are you
sir.
getting my point, all of you? Thank you. Have a good day. Wish you all the best. Bye bye. Tata. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.